Hello everybody, my name is Mitchell Narvasa, the Pastoral Associate for Evangelization and Discipleship here at St. John Vianney. And welcome to the third video where we tackle With the Father's Heart, the Apostolic Letter by Pope Francis. This is the third video, so that means the first and the second video, if you guys want to watch it, I'm sure there will be a link down below in the description box if you're watching on YouTube, or if you're on our Facebook page, then you can just scroll down, or maybe I'll make a link to it as well in the description there. Okay, so the first video, we tackled the first three traits of St. Joseph, which was that he was a beloved father, a tender and loving father, and then an obedient father. In the second video, we talked about how St. Joseph is an accepting father and a creatively courageous father. Also, at the end of the second video, I spoke about the consecration of St. Joseph at length, and the book that we're going to be using, Consecration of St. Joseph, The Wonders of Our Spiritual Father, by Father Donald Calloway. And I also made an invitation to all fathers and husbands, not just an invitation, but a challenge for them to consecrate themselves to St. Joseph, to better give themselves to God, and to become greater gifts for their wives and their children. In this last video, we're going to be talking about how St. Joseph was a working father and a father in the shadows. And I don't know about you, but I'm a little bit tired of my voice. So I want to invite a brother of mine, not by blood, but by spirit. His name is Matthew Burr, a new parishioner here at St. John Vianney, and he's a part of our men's small group. Wink, wink. If you want to be a part of a small group, let me know. But he's going to go ahead and share his experience and devotion to St. Joseph, as well as how those last two traits really hit home with him as a husband and hopefully in the future, a father.
Hi, my name is Matthew Burr, and I'm a parishioner at St. John Vianney, and I would like to talk to you today about my relationship with St. Joseph. I grew up knowing about the saints, and that if we wanted something in particular, or had a certain job or life circumstance, you asked that saint for help. But other than that, no saints really meant anything to me. And St. Joseph was not a focus in my life either, in general, or in the context of the Holy Family. He was clearly number 3 in that house in Nazareth. After college, when I truly embraced my faith, the rosary took on an important role, along with other consistent prayer habits, but still nothing regarding Joseph. It wasn't until after I was married, and struggling with what that truly meant, and how God was calling me to live, that he came into my life. I had searched online one Lent for prayers to be a better husband, and I found a novena to St. Joseph. A novena basically being a prayer you pray for 9 consecutive days for a particular intention. These 9 days changed my marriage, my perspective, and gave me a newfound confidence and love for St. Joseph. He truly interceded for me during those days, and I have cultivated a devotion to him since. Joseph is called the terror of demons, and knowing that now, after the fact, I can see that he put those temptations and demons to flight, and filled me with peace, and allowed me to go to such a lovely confession later that Lent. In the years since, I have found from time to time so many other prayers to St. Joseph, prayers often written by other great saints, as he is the patron saint of so many things that I now realize touch my life more than I would have originally thought. One example is that I have a little statue of a sleeping St. Joseph on my bedside table, with a prayer card underneath. St. Joseph trusted God in his sleep, and when I have troubles, that prayer always helps me give perspective, confidence, and peace to give my worries and troubles to God until tomorrow. When I heard back in December that Pope Francis had declared this year to be the year of St. Joseph, I was excited. The year of mercy a few years back resonated with me and continues to bear fruit, and I have seen this year start to do the same. I want to share my love for Joseph with others, and to see what nuggets of wisdom smarter and holier people than me can give us to take to heart on this topic. I knew about consecrations, especially to Mary, before this year, but to hear now about a relatively new one to Joseph seemed to be a great opportunity that I did not want to pass up on this year. Francis's letter about Joseph, Patris, Corde, mentions a bunch of traits about Joseph, and after reflecting on the document, I realized section 6 spoke to me in particular about another aspect of my devotion to St. Joseph. The Pope calls St. Joseph a working father. He mentions that Joseph is the one who taught Jesus, God himself, a trade, and taught him the value, dignity, and importance of labor. I am an engineer, and I have been able to work through the pandemic, but in the past I have struggled with my role as breadwinner and with my relationship to my jobs, bosses, and corporate expectations. I struggle with how much time I work, and therefore cannot give to my family, to helping others, or to God. Soon after I started my most recent role, I found a prayer that is meant to be prayed as you start your workday. It only tangentially mentions St. Joseph, the patron saint of workers, but it reminds me that God and Joseph are with me while I work, and that God gave me my gifts to use each day responsibly, and that ultimately I am working for him, not for my boss, the company, or others, and that I meant to work to bring him glory and to bring love and joy to those who I work with. Through rough patches at work or early mornings, This prayer, when I sit down at my desk in the morning, is a bright spot and helps me to be in the right mind throughout the day. Another point in the letter that touched me is the last trait of St. Joseph Pope Francis mentions, that he is a father in the shadows. What does it mean to be a shadow? Joseph is always there for Mary and Jesus as he grows up, an image of our true Father, and also silent, like a shadow. Over the years, I've had to overcome my pride and decide that I am not really that important. My wife and her needs outweigh mine. I hope to eventually have children, and that they grow up to be holy people and get to heaven is better than me vicariously living through or controlling them. A shadow is less important than what creates the image. As a shadow, I relinquish my agency to the one who actually gives my life shape, God. Instead of retiring as a well-known engineer, what I now want is something holier and simpler. The fact that Joseph fades into the background of the Holy Family, as I mentioned earlier, he's number 3, shows his true fatherhood of self-gift, trust, and charity, that everyone, fathers, mothers, and children, can learn from and try to emulate. In closing, I would like to pray that you are all able to find some room and time in your life for St. Joseph this year, because you will not regret his powerful intercession in your life. God bless.
Wow, thank you so much, Matthew. What an incredible story, right? Where St. Joseph has been an incredible example and interceder for Matthew in his role as a husband, as someone who was working. He wanted to be better. He wanted to be a holier version of himself for his wife. So much so that it led him to one of the greatest sacraments of forgiveness, which is the sacrament of reconciliation. Just as a reminder, the consecration will start February 14th, and we're going to be using the book Consecration to St. Joseph, The Wonders of Our Spiritual Father by Father Donald Calloway. You can buy the book on Amazon. You can do the hard copy, or what I like, if you guys saw the Facebook post, I like those Kindles, those ebooks. So however you want to read it and participate in this year, do it. That's all I ask you to do. If you are looking for peace, if you are looking for joy in your life, if you are looking for a deeper sense of purpose, then this is the way to go. A consecration to St. Joseph, who will lead us to our God, Jesus Christ, a relationship, a loving and forgiving relationship with both of them. Lastly, there are extra things that we're going to be doing for Lent, like we're going to have a Facebook Live video once a week so that you guys can continue to learn and hear from other people how their journey is during the 33 days of consecration. And then we're also going to be having Zoom meetings. So if you want to and prefer to be in groups and to talk and share with one another, then I'll have guided questions so that we can come together and learn with each other and hear how our journey is going. To get all that information, I will have a link in this video down below, or I'll send a link on Facebook where you can sign up to get emails about what's happening during this year of St. Joseph, but especially during Lent. Thank you all so much again for listening. Again, if you want to watch the first and second video, then look down there in the description or somewhere else on the Facebook page. I hope to see you guys very soon. I'll miss you, and I'll probably have another video next week. So stay tuned. God bless.